Hello and welcome everyone. This is Robert Blackman and welcome tonight to the Profit Leads webinar. And tonight we're going to specifically be going over how to make $780 a month in 30 days. Plus, I'm going to also show you how to make $3,900 a month and beyond as a Profit Leads distributor. I'm going to go over very briefly tonight how I came up with Profit Leads, give you a little background on me in case you're new to the call, because I know we have a lot of guests on the call tonight. A lot of people that are new to the industry that are just starting their own network marketing or multi-level marketing business, and that's great. Welcome to the industry. I got a lot of new team members that are coming on right now. A lot of new groups have been coming in. And so tonight I'm going to walk you through step by step the mindset behind Profit Leads and how it can help you not only with your primary business but also as a secondary income. And so I get this asked all the time, who are you, Robert? You know, why should I trust you? Have you been around a while? Absolutely. I'm 49 years old. I've been in the network marketing industry or multi-level marketing for 31 years. So if you do the subtraction, that means I started network marketing when I was 18. I currently have 5 children, just got a 12-week old, so, which we weren't expecting, but it's here. So we're very blessed. Married. I'm a very active networker still. I have residual incomes coming in from several sources. I am a speaker and an author. You can go to Amazon.com and Google my name or search my name on Amazon and you can see the book there. I am a copywriter. I've ghostwritten a lot of network marketing sites out there. I am the inventor of ProfitLeads.com. I came up with that idea and coined everything there. Also a former board member of the Distributor Rights Association with Rod Cook. It was a very proud time. Spent about a year there to help fight for the rights of distributors with companies for wrongful terminations and trying to set up policies and procedures that help you and I as an independent distributor. So that year sitting on that board really opened up my eyes to the industry, and it also gave me even that much more passion to why I should continue to run Profit Leads and why it's a very valuable asset and tool in the industry today. So what can I do to help you today? Number one, I do have coaching programs that if you need some one-on-one coaching, you can email me after this and I can send you to a website which will show you that. But more importantly, what I can help you with the most is lead generation and lead conversion. I do copywriting for sites and emails, but more importantly, through the lead generation, I can help you make more money in your primary business or businesses, whatever those may be. Also, I can help you make more money as a Profit Leads distributor, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. It's very, very simple. Basically, how to buy your life back. I remember when I was working full-time, and as soon as I came home, all day long, I was just so excited to get home, to looking forward to doing things on my own schedule. But then by the time I got home, I just wanted to eat something, lay on the couch, take a nap, or watch TV. And so I had lost my motivation, and I just realized after a few years of that, I just said, is this it? I mean, at age 21, I was working MLM part-time, but I didn't know what I was doing. Back then, it was just more marketing and meetings I went to once a week. And I said, is this it? How do I really buy my life back? And money is not everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. You probably heard that before, that if you have a lot of money, it makes it a lot easier to do a lot of good things, not just for you, but for your family and also for your community. So I'm going to show you tonight how to mathematically buy your life back. What you do with that money is going to be up to you. And more importantly, how to keep your downline once you build it. There's a lot of people in this industry that can say this: I used to make $10,000 or more a month in network marketing, but I don't anymore. It's because they built up their downline once and it went away. I'm going to show you how to avoid that tonight. Also, continual training and mentoring through the Profit Leads program. If you're a member with us, the industry changes as far as how you communicate, but people don't change. So I will give you continual training each and every month as a Profit Leads member. $1 million proof in 1 year. I like to show this. People say, you're going to teach me how to make money. How do I trust you? I know my dad always told me, son, be careful who you take your financial advice from. Don't take it from a financial planner who makes $20,000 a year or $40,000 a year. Take your financial advice from someone who's done it, who's been there. This is an authorized.net annual report from just one website that we had in 1 year. That particular year, we made upwards of $1.7 million. This is a net amount of a little over $1 million. So we know how to generate the revenue, we know how to keep it, and we know how to churn that and how to make that a residual income each and every month, and that's what we're going to show you tonight. So my results, are they typical? Well, it took me 4 years to earn my first $1,000 check in network marketing. It may have taken you shorter or longer. Everybody's different. But the next year, which was my 5th year in the business, I made my first $10,000 check. So it kind of showed you what happened the first 4 years, not much at all. And once I learned how to actually duplicate, and I came up with this system, which I didn't even call Profit Leads then. This was before the internet. This was only 5 years into my career. I basically learned a lot about lead generation through magazines, through classified ads and card decks. I took that and I duplicated it. Was I lucky? Am I a genius? Maybe you won't make a dime with my system. That's always a possibility. Maybe you'll lose money. That's a possibility as well too. Or does success leave clues for all of us? So in other words, when people say, how do I predict the future? The best way to predict the future is go to the past. See what happened in the past and see how you can duplicate those results. So most of my success came from failure. It came from listening to other people and trying it and twisting it and turning it to where it fit my personality and my livelihood, which was the printing business. And I learned how to do direct mail and direct mail marketing and copywriting, and that's how I started first building my downlines, was through postcard marketing and classified ads, two-step mailings where someone would answer a classified ad, and then we turn around and mail them out a 6-page sales letter. So, but more importantly, I started making money when I started listening. The first 4 years, I was a knucklehead. Wouldn't listen to anybody. I just had to jam it down everybody's throat. Once I started listening to people who were making the kind of money that I wanted to make, I started learning how to make that kind of money. So basically, here's what most people in network marketing teach you to do. It's how to contact people that you already know. It's not a bad method. It's a method that works. It's a method that I no longer do, but I did it when I first got in the business. Basically, what you're told to do is contact your list of 50-plus people that you already know. Don't try to get them in at the very beginning, is my approach to it, but you ask them for a favor. You send them a DVD, a brochure, or a website, and you ask them for referrals. You turn those 50 into 250. The likelihood, and this is from 31 years of experience, the likelihood the person that you're looking for is not in your list of 50. That's very slim. But the likelihood of the person you are looking for will be from a referral from your list of 50. So those people who know how to do more marketing are very successful at it. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of meetings, and it takes a lot of hand-holding, and it works. But most people won't do it. I have found after 31 years, when I got into programs and I said, okay, let's make your list of 50, I'd get to, well, nobody I know would be interested. And so that's the reason that I came up with the concept of profit leads. So basically, when you run out of people to talk to in your warm market, what's left for you to do? Do pay-per-click online, search engine optimization, funded proposals. There's websites out there that charge you $47 a month to use their opt-in page. Do you run ads locally, nationally? Do you bump into people at the mall or the movie theater to get their name and exchange business cards with them? Do you go to your upline of your company and buy company-specific leads for $3, $5, $6, or $10? Talked to a guy the other day that was spending $35 a lead. And I asked him how that was going, and he goes, I'm calling you, aren't I, because it's not working at all. Do you do co-op leads or social media? These are all the alternatives to not calling your family and friends. And most people are not experts at any of these, and if they are inclined to do them, they won't duplicate and do it very long. So that's the reason I came up with the profit leads concept. Because you know what? Leads are leads. It's not the leads, it's what you do with it. For instance, I had a 4-year-old list that I found when I first moved into this home here, and in my 3rd month I made $1,600 of that list. And I called them and I mailed them and I emailed them. I called, email, mail. That's my 3-step approach. So I want you tonight to kind of take the attitude of stop selling whatever you're offering, because people aren't buying what you're selling. They're buying what your particular problem that it solves. So stop selling and start solving. Remember, warm leads are the best. And if warm leads are the best, and most people won't do it, then the only option that you and I have left is to turn cold leads into warm leads. Wouldn't you agree? To take somebody that you don't currently now know, and that's what we call a cold lead, into a warm lead. So if warm marketing is the best, but you don't want to do warm marketing with your current list of people that you know, then the alternative is very simple. Turn cold leads into warm leads, and that's what I do at ProfitLeads.com. So what's your conversion rate? I always talk to people. I coach with people every single day. 9 out of 10 of the coaching clients, I say, what's your conversion rate? And they just, the phone goes silent because they don't know. They don't keep track of the stats. So at ProfitLeads.com, we keep track of the stats. We have a 28% conversion rate. So that means if somebody opts into the website, there's a 28% chance they're going to join. In other words, for every 100 people that opt in at Profit Leads, 28 sign up. Now that is a phenomenal average because the industry average is from 1 to 3%. So to put that in correlation, for the industry average, for every 100 people that opt into a normal website, 1 to 3 order. At Profit Leads, 28 people order. So that's anywhere from 25 to 27 more people just with 100 opt-ins. Why is the difference? It's because we basically have a $7.95 entry point and with very lucrative 2-tier 1545 pay plan. Also, Leads solves people problems. So every single distributor out there says, I need more people to talk to. I need to sponsor people. Everyone I've talked to said, no, but I need more leads. So the number one problem in network marketing that I have seen, because remember, if you go to ProfitLeads.com, there's a little box down there, and then what does it say? What's your number one marketing problem? What do you think the response is? Good leads, people to talk to, sponsor more people. I need to recruit more. I've run out of people to talk to. My team needs leads. So we solved a major, major problem in network marketing. You need leads, you need the training, you need an autoresponder, and guess what? Your downline needs all those things as well too. Basically tonight, I talked to you in the broadcast out for the webinar was how to make $780 a month in the next 30 days. Well, here's a graphic of how you do it with just 20 customers, 20 lead customers. There's you at the top, that's your business. You go out and sponsor 4 people and help those 4 duplicate. All of them come in for 100 leads a month, which we pay on $100. One of the unique things about our business is we charge you $97 a month for 100 leads, but we pay you on $100. So we pay more than the wholesale price. And if you've been in the business for a while, and you may have noticed that most companies will charge you $100, but they only pay on 50, 60, 70, or 80 BV, CV, PV, whatever they want to call it. Well, we pay more. So basically, I like to say we're more than dollar for dollar at Profit Leads. So that's the graphic, and I want you to take that mentally as we go through the next few slides to show you how to get to $780 a month with just 20 customers in just 30 days. So first, let's do the math. How do we get there, Robert? What's the math? One of the things that I found when I first started and I came up with the concept of Profit Leads is that 9 out of 10 people did not even know their compensation plan of whatever program we were in. It didn't matter if it was a unilevel. It didn't matter if it was a stair-step breakaway. It didn't matter if it was a matrix even or a binary. Most of my downline said, you know, this is all going way over my head. I can't see myself making any money. And if you have a downline full of people that cannot see themselves making money, they will not be in longer than 90 days on average. That's just what I have found. So I decided to design a compensation plan that took advantage of a fact that I read one day. Richard Poe wrote a book about network marketing. It's called Wave 4. And within that book, he talked about that the average distributor never builds an organization below their 3rd level. And I'll say that again. Never builds an organization below the 3rd level. So I started going back to all of my downline reports, and I looked at what I had built, and I was making good money. But I started looking at my downline, and he was right. Richard Poe was right. Most people had 0 people in the business, or they had 1 person in or 2 people, but very, very few, maybe less than 5% of my downline had anybody on their 3rd level or below. So I said to myself, why don't I design a compensation plan that pays out 60%, but pays it out in the first 2 levels, and really teaches people how to get rewarded for doing what we're supposed to do anyway, which is what? Help our frontline people. So in our Profit Leads compensation plan, we do that. We stack the deck in your favor, not the company's favor. You go out on level 1 and sponsor 4 people who come in for $100. That's a total of $400 in sales times 15%. You get paid $60 in your first level. Now here's what I mean by helping your frontline people. If you go out and help those 4 people do the same thing, just duplicate what you did. Go out and get 4 who get 4. You now have 16 people on your second level times $100. That takes $1,600 times 45%. You're earning $720 a month. So your total down on the bottom left is 60 plus 720 equals $780 a month. Doesn't seem too exciting at the first look at it. Most people can't quit their job for that. Most Social Security checks today are over $1,000 a month. So it can't even replace a Social Security check. But let's look at how powerful that is in our banking system today. If you were going to have this in what we call a CD or a certificate of deposit, it would take a whopping $374,400 if you had a 2.5% interest-bearing CD in your bank. So in other words, if you had a little over $374,000 in the bank at 2.5% interest, they would send you approximately $780 a month in a CD. Now, of course, you're responsible for, the interest income, the taxes, and all that. But that's kind of the philosophy that I took, because I knew everybody knew what a CD was. Everyone knew what a bank was. They had been talked about CDs in their textbooks in finance, business classes, math classes, those type of things, marketing classes. So I said, I've got to build a program at Profit Leads that 100% of the people, when they come in, they can see themselves doing it. And I'm knowing right now you're looking at this, and in your back of your mind, either consciously or subconsciously, you're shaking your head yes, or mentally or emotionally you're saying yes, and you're saying, I could do this. I can see myself getting 4 people. 20 people is not that much. $780 a month would change my life. And I know the majority of you are saying, I had no idea that it took $374,000 in the bank at 2.5% interest to pay me $780. So this is not only an inspiration moment for most people, it's a learning moment. And whenever you get in a position where you can teach your prospects something of value, and they go check the math out, they do the numbers, and they go, you know what, Robert's right. His math is correct. It adds up. This makes sense. In less than 5 minutes, I understand your compensation plan. That's the reason I have been successful for so long in the lead business, is because that's it. I don't have to explain the 16th level. I don't have to explain the matching bonus or the 8 different bonus pools that we have. All I have to show you is how to go out and make an extra paycheck each and every month. Now let me show you something that's really going to drive this home for you. If you want to check out the CD rates, remember my example, I used 2.5%. Tonight I went to bankrate.com and I saw the overnight CD averages. A 6-month CD is 0.46%. That's less than 0.5%. So if you put your money in the bank for a 1 year, a 1-year CD is 0.79%, a little over 0.75%. And if you're really going to get bold in today's marketplace and take all your money and put it in a 5-year CD, it would yield you 1.71%. So remember my example earlier was at 2.5%, so let's overlay that $780 a month, that group of 20, with real life numbers. So what would it take on a 6-month CD today at 0.46% to earn $780 a month? It would take over $2 million in the bank to earn $780 a month at 0.46%. At 0.79%, it only takes $1.1 million. Wow, what a break. And at 1.71%, it takes $547,368 in the bank to earn $780 a month. So the question I have for you today, which is the question I ask my prospects almost every single day of the month, is which do you think would be easier for you to do? Go out and work with me over the next 30 days or the next 3 months or 8 months or a year even. Roll up your sleeves. Go work with me to build a group of 20 people. That pays you $780 a month through the Profit Leads pay plan, or go out and put anywhere from $500,000 to $2 million in the bank in that same time period. Which one of these do you think would be easier to do? And I know it's an obvious, silly question, but I've actually had prospects on the other line say, well, let me think about that for a second, because the numbers are just so astounding, because the math is so outrageous, most people don't get it the very first time they see it. But then once they get it, they get a passion, and they go, now I understand, Robert, that if I build a group of 20 at Profit Leads, and I receive a check of $780 a month from you, It's as if I have over $500,000 in the bank at 1.7%. Is that right, Robert? And my answer is yes, you got it. That's the value of the business. So when you're building a group of 20 with us at Profit Leads, you're building an asset. And that's what I want you to look at. It's not a silly asset. It's an asset in the real world terms of over a $500,000 business. That's just amazing to me. So here's what I promised tonight in the webinar. Here's what you do. How to get to $780 a month in just 30 days. You sponsor 4 people in the next 15 days. You now have 4 people on your first level. You teach those 4 to do the same over the next 15 days. You've now got 16 people on your second level. You're now making $780 a month after just 30 days of getting just 4 people in 15 days, and your downline duplicating you. And remember, that initial example I showed, $780 equals $336,000 at 2.5%, or in real world terms at bankrate.com, it's over $500,000 at 1.7%. So that's your 30-day game plan to go out to the fast track to make $780 a month. Here's a game plan. Maybe you're saying, Robert, I can't do it that fast. I can't sponsor 4 people in 15 days. Okay, no problem. Sponsor 1 person a week for 4 weeks. Okay, that's 30 days. That's 1 person a week for 4 weeks. You've now got 4 people on your first level. Teach those 4 to do the same over the next 4 weeks. You've now got 16 people on your second level. You're now making $780 a month after just 8 weeks of getting 1 a week, and your downline getting 1 person a week. And again, the same math works as far as how much money it takes in the bank. Now, you may be saying, Robert, I don't even think I can do 1 person a week for the next 4 weeks. That's fine. Let's get to $780 a month in the next 8 months. Here's how you do it. You sponsor 1 person a month for the next 4 months. You've now got 4 people on your first level. You teach those 4 to do the same over the next 4 months. You've now got 16 people on your second level. You're now earning $780 a month after just 8 months. So you can see you can stretch this out. You could say 4 years. In 8 years, I'll be at $780 a month. That's how I go out and I sponsor people every single day in this business by showing them that simple game plan. Now, ultimately, I'm always talking to people who say, well, $780 isn't a month. What can your pay plan do? Can it get me more? And I go, absolutely. We can get you close to $50,000 a year by doing this math. $3,900 a month. Go out and sponsor 20 people on your front level and help those 20 get 4. This is what I call a simple group of a 100. If you've been in the business before, let me ask you a question. How many times have you ever had a group of 100? If you had never had one, how many people have you ever heard of having a group of 100 people? 100 people is still very believable. It's not 1,000 people. It's not 10,000. You don't need a group of 100,000 people. You just need 100 people. That's $3,900 a month times 12 months, or $46,800 a year. 9 out of 10 people I talk to today, they tell me that either they could come home from their job, or their spouse or their significant other could come home and quit their job and come home full time at $46,800. I've had several people, a lot of people tell me both of us could come home. So that's the power of this compensation plan. Now, here's what's great about it. You know what it takes in the bank to make $46,800 a year at 2.5%? $1.8 million. But at Bankrate, the real rate of 1.7%, it takes $2.7 million in the bank to earn $3,900 a month. So again, let me ask you the same obvious question. Which would be easier to do? Roll up your sleeves, go to work with me to go build a group of 100 people who all have a product that they need, which is leads and training. It's not some juice or some product, some pill or potion that's going to be rebuilt by somebody else, or the price is lower from someone else, or a different compensation plan or a different system or so on. We're not in a temporary business model here. Until the day mankind dies, everyone's going to need a prospect to talk to in sales. If that wasn't so, McDonald's would not be running ads today. They run ads and commercials today. Why? Because they need to attract what? New customers. Okay, so the lead business is the safest and the most secure income that I have ever had in network marketing. So much so, when I was a lead distributor for a couple other companies, I learned the business and I started my own lead company. That's how much I believe in it. And I've been doing this now for 31 years. So at 1.7% CD, it takes $2.7 million in the bank to earn $3,900 a month. So which would be easier to do? Get a group of 100 or get $2.7 million extra at your job and put it in the bank? Even if it took you a year, 2 years. What if it took you 5 years working with me to build a group of 100? Is that still more doable than $2.7 million? Well, obviously the answer is yes. So that's the methodology and the system that I use every single day of my life to go out and build profit leads. And you know what's great about it is that I get people to come in and they sign up at $7.95, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so how much is your downline worth? Very simple chart that I show everybody that I talk to. And the fact is, once you get a simple group of 3 subscribers, that's 1 who get 2, okay? You're in the profit earning $105 a month. Remember, we charge $97 a month for 100 leads. We pay you on $100. So if you get 3, 1 on your first level, 2 people on your second level, you're earning $105. Sponsor 3 and your leads are free. I'll say that again. Sponsor 3 and your leads are free. That's what makes this compensation plan and program so powerful. It's like getting paid to advertise your network marketing program. Now, $105 isn't much. It takes over $73,000 in the bank at 1.71% to earn $105 a month. So when you go out and get 3 subscribers with us, it's like you have almost $75,000 in the bank. It's an asset. Then work towards getting a simple group of 20 subscribers, 4 who get 4. We've already gone over that, $780 a month. It takes over $500,000 at 1.7% interest to earn that. That's what a group of 20 is worth. Then work towards getting a group of 100. We showed that, 20 who get 4, and you're earning an additional $3,900 a month. It takes $2.7 million at 1.7% interest rate to earn you $3,900 a month. Now, here's people always ask me, yeah, but can you make 6 figures? Absolutely you can. You work towards getting a simple group of 252 subscribers. Sponsor 36 on your front line and help them get 6. And you're earning an additional $10,260 a month, or almost $125,000 a year. Mind-boggling, it takes $7.2 million in the bank at 1.7% interest to earn $10,260 a month. So this is all I focus on every single day, Monday through Sunday. Somebody calls, somebody emails, I send them to this chart, I send them to the website, I talk to them on the phone, I take them through this, because this is the math. And most people can see themselves doing 1, 2, 3, even 4, all 4 of these scenarios. They can see based on their self-esteem, based on their experience. When I'm talking to someone that says, hey, a group of 20, I don't think I can get 4 people. That's when I take them back to the group of 3 and I say, look, sponsor 3 and your leads are free. You're now getting 100 leads a month free of charge coming to you each and every month. What other source can do that for you? That's the power of the downline. So how much does it cost? It's $7.95 for 100 leads on a 30-day trial. It then converts to $97 a month starting the second month. No commissions are paid on the $7.95, of course, but commissions are paid on the second month. When you get to the website, there's an incentive for you to join right out of the gate at $97, where you're able to pick up additional commissions starting on level 3 and beyond. We have a generational bonus that starts on level 3, and you're able to tap into that and be grandfathered in to those additional levels if you come in the business directly at $97 and you skip over, you leapfrog over that 30-day trial and say, I don't need to try the trial. I've got people that need the leads. I need the leads. I need a second income. Let's go to work. So that's how much it costs. Now, how do you get signed up? I'm going to recap what you're going to get. You're going to get 100 leads of prospects. People are looking for a home-based business. You get their name. You get their street address, their city, state, and zip. You get their phone number, and you get their email. So you get 3 different ways to contact them. You'll get a DVD in the mail called How to Never Fail an MLM Again. You'll get 5 ebooks that you can immediately download. You'll also get a 221-page paperback book that I wrote on Amazon called MLM Big Money. It sells for $29.95 at Amazon. You get that free of charge. You also get a free replicated website, and you also get a free autoresponder. So that way you can send people to your website, and you can also send out emails with the free autoresponder. You get a training website as well, sample phone scripts, sample emails, sample letters if you want to mail, and sample postcards. And all of this starts over at ProfitLeads.com. And you'll be able to immediately, as soon as you go and place your order, it goes to a thank you page. On that thank you page is where you will sign up for your free replicated website, and within 5 to 15 minutes, you can start sharing your link out to other people and start sponsoring people in at $7.95 or at the normal rate. Either way, you're going to start the duplication effect of everybody on your team getting 100 leads. And I'm going to close with this tonight because this is the visualization that I want you to have. Suppose you had 100 people on your team right now, and you got all 100 of those people to get 100 leads a month from us here at Profit Leads. Well, if you multiply 100 times 100, that equals 10,000 leads that your team will now have the ability to contact. If you sponsor just 1% of those 10,000 people, that's 100 people, new people in your group that sign up. You've now doubled the size of your group from 100 people to 200 just by simply introducing a concept that starts at $7.95 that pays out everybody to do what they're supposed to do, 45% on the second level for helping your frontline people. It puts the money in your pocket quickly. It gets the leads and the training that you need right now to go out and build any business that you want to, in addition to generating a second income from ProfitLeads.com. Hey, thanks for being on the webinar tonight. If you have any questions, you can always email me at profitleads@msn.com, or you can call my office number at area code 405-833-6899. Thanks, everyone, for being on the call tonight.